Hello there, everybody. What's going on? It's your boy, Hazer, back with another Hayvering. We're into December now, so you get to see my Christmas jumper collection. What do you think about this one? Rated out of 10. This is probably my favorite. Not to put you... I don't want to not get you excited for the rest. I think other people will prefer other ones. But this is my favorite. It's just so classic, you know? It's cozy. Anyway, what's going on? It's been a while since I posted much to YouTube. There's just not that much going on with competitive Smite at the moment. But we do have some stuff coming up this weekend. But before we get into that, important pub quiz updates need to happen. Tonight was pub quiz night. We were third, 1 point off second. It was a really close one, though. We were joint with like two other teams or something. 1 point off second, 3 points off first. It was a tough quiz, in my opinion. Everybody scored pretty low. Let me whip out a question for you. There was name 6 of the 8 most highly populated states in the USA, which we named the 6 in order. And if you want to know the answer, I'll let you pause to think. You can pause the video, come up with your answer. All right. So it's California, then Texas, then Florida, then New York, then Pennsylvania, then Illinois, then Ohio, then Georgia, I think it was. But we had I think that's the order. That's the order they were read out in anyway, and that's the order we had them in. The top 6 anyway. Was there anything else interesting on here? Name the 2 chemical elements ending in D. Gold's the obvious one. And the other one, your parents maybe licked it up in some paint before they produced you? That's right, lead. Lead, not in pencils, that's graphite. Anyway, quiz was good though. It was nice. It was nice to get out. I've been really busy the last week or so. Last week, I had stuff on all 5 weekdays, Monday to Friday. I had stuff on. We had friends visiting Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I had my work due on Wednesday. I got fucking steaming, man. I was so hungover on Thursday, and I had to like work and have guests come over. That was hell. That was hell. But I did not utter the phrase, "I'll never drink again," and I never will utter that phrase. I'll never drink again. You can believe me on that. There's one thing you believe me on. Anyway, the other thing you got to believe me on is that there's SCC Worlds qualifiers starting up on Thursday of this week. It's Monday evening just now. So we're starting off with EU week 1 and then NA week 2. The games are going to run Thursday to Sunday. Let me just share my screen and we'll read the article that undoubtedly shares all of the information and articulates it better than I ever could because, you know, it's an official article. Anyway, SCC Championship. This event will qualify 2 semi-pro teams from each region to the SWC group stage in January. Online, best of 3 matches all the way through, no space, capital T, 2 groups in each region. I guess that's supposed to be on a new bullet point. Whoopsies. Top 2, so it's 2 groups of 4. Top 2 teams from each group go up into a final group of 4, and then the top 2 teams from that group go into the World Championship qualifier bracket with SPL teams. There is prizing for each teams, and here is how the teams are split across the groups. SCC 1, SCC... Oh god, do the standings exist somewhere? SCC 1, SCC 4, SCC 6, SOC 2, SCC 2, SCC 3, SCC 5, SOC 1. If that's not a tongue twister, I don't know what is. Here's the broadcast schedule. Starts on Thursday at 11, runs through to Sunday. All the days are 11 a.m. starts. So yeah, it will be EU group quarterfinals, EU group elimination rounds plus semifinals. These phrasings don't mean anything to me. I don't, to be honest. I need to look at a bracket. Oh, we could use the schedule page on our... No way. No, I was going to say, there's no way. There's no way that's a working fucking link. Not a chance in hell. What if we go to here? What the hell? Did it die? I had it open. Let's try and reload. Does this still load? Okay, this still loads, but if we go to sketch... Oh, there we go. Why did that not work? Was it just moment? No, it's dead. What the fuck? SCC.smiteproleague.com? SCC.smiteproleague.com. Oh. What's the difference? I can't tell. Is there a difference? What's going on here? Why doesn't this resolve? I'm really spending too much time on this. Okay. There's something weird going on. But whatever. Let's see if the schedule actually has the... Nah, it doesn't. Does it? No, it doesn't. It don't have it. They don't appear to have it, but we can maybe have a look at the standings and see how it finished up. Mambo, Tanuki, Scarabs, Wargs, Titans, Bolts. Now, let's have a quick look at these teams. I've pulled them up to remind myself and also to remind all of you. Hex Mambo, the favorites. Although there are a couple things which maybe mean that this roster, it's not as easy a run to Worlds as you would think for this team. Obviously, Julio, Johnny, Rapio, Kozak, Spud, names who have been around the scene for a long time. I think I have no doubts in Johnny, Spud, and Kozak at the moment. Rapio has moved to mid from jungle. I don't think I've watched any of their games since that happened, but they got rid of SAP7 because SAP7, surprise, surprise, known LAN dodger, dodged LAN. I cannot believe they picked him up going into the final phase. But anyway, c'est la vie. And the other concern I have is it's a weird meta for Julio. Julio is a warrior player. People might remember when he was in the SPL, a Guardian meta broke out, and he went from looking like really, really strong in the SPL to looking like one of the bottom solo laners. And I wonder how he's going to cope in this mage meta. It's definitely not one that suits him particularly. You know, you want Julio on like a Wukong, a Tyr, fucking Achilles. I don't know. I don't care. I just don't want him on anything that isn't in the warrior tab, really. But yeah, we'll see. I'm sure he's been putting the time in. That's the only doubt I would have about this team, really, is going to be Julio and how he's going to pilot in this mage solo meta, because it will be paid on the same patch as the Worlds qualifiers were that we just watched. Next up, Niflheim Wargs. That is Panvich, Turtle, Gunter, Preds, Davy, and they've got Sarpe as a coach. Okay, a little sixth man there. This Preds, Davy, duo lane, obviously pretty storied at this point, really, really strong. Worst Turtle's been around for years now. That is some Barnet on the boy, isn't it? My goodness. I had an image somewhere of this image put on the Queensguard Erlang skin. I feel like it looks great. But Turtle's a good jungler. Gunter's a good mid. Quentin Musa, by the way, what a name. And Panvich is actually, I thought he was like really up and coming. Was it late last year or this year? Or early this year? He was doing really great in solo. Not sure how he's been doing this phase. Haven't really been keeping up with it. Hey, 2-0 Titans, though. Get owned. Next up, Olympus Bolts, Duduin, Other Another, Barrow Beast, Dutcher, and Load. I do not... I know these guys. They've been around for a while, but I don't know if I have much belief that this team could get past either of these two. But we'll see. I don't know if they have the comp experience. Like, these guys are... Like, Barrow, I think this is his first time in the SCC. Other Another, I think, is the same. Load, I think's the same. Maybe it's first time for all of them. Dutcher and has been around for longer than the rest in my memory. Yeah. I mean, I've seen all the names for a long time, but I feel like Dutcher is probably the one who's been around in comp for the longest. But yeah, I don't know. Also, Duduin has a Hounds background there. What? Anyway, let's not worry about the website being... Oh, yep. Chrome's got a fucking... Anyway... next up, Solar Scarabs. This is a team that I do think has much more upset potential. Are they playing with Silenced? Anyway, it's Deathwalker, April, Zeros, Silenced, and Echrome. Silenced, another known LAN dodger. Will he go to LAN if he qualifies? Is he even still on this team? I thought he quit or something, but maybe he's back in. I think he is back in. I think Emil was the support on this team and Silence came back in. But if they qualify to LAN, will he go? I hope so. I like Silence. He's a good player, but known LAN dodger. The rest of this team, a lot of potential. April's been around for a while. Definitely a talented jungler. I think he runs pretty hot and cold, to be honest. but can perform. I watched the Scarabs team get absolutely beat down by the Streak Up team not that long ago for like 25 minutes. They were just getting crushed. And then the Streak Up team like failed to end eventually, like through a fight. Zeros was playing Nuwa, Deathwalker was playing Jing Chen, I think. And eventually they just scaled out. But this team is I don't know. Whenever I've watched them, it's Deathwalker and Zeros doing absolutely nothing for 25 minutes and then rotating eventually. And I just feel like surely that they can't get away with that. I don't believe it. But definitely a group of talented players. Probably the team most likely to cause an upset to the top two. Next up, Lestimics, Maskill, Zany, Baku, and ACD. Obviously, Lestimics and Maskill been around for a long time and been playing at SCC level for a long time. Definitely talented guys. Zany, another, I think he's another Spanish. I'm sure he's a Spanish mid laner. Another Spanish mid laner coming through. I don't know so much about Baku or ACD. ACD's been around and ranked for a long time. Baku, I'm not even sure I recognize the name. So, yeah, that shows what I know. Yomi Tanuki, Ogibra, the French Emperor, Picarino, Calvin, and Streak Up. This is a team of players who are like, yeah, they've been around for a bit longer. Picarino and Streak particularly been, and Calvin, I guess, have been like in SCC solidly for a bit. French Emperor, previously known as Raze, was considered like the next up jungler for SCC for a bit. Everyone was really impressed with him. We'll see how he can perform. And Ogi, been around in the Smite scene for a long time, Ogibra. And I think is he Croatian as well? Is he one of the Croatian boys? I think he's Balkan at least. But anyway, this is a team that has some upset potential, but yeah, I would say they're a little below the Deathwalker team in terms of like star power, right? In terms of experience of this, like clutching things out. And that's it. That's all the teams. Oh, no, it's not all the teams. Okay. There are also 2 SOC teams. Couldn't find any information anywhere. So this is what we got. I believe it is Yodi Gang and Penguins, but also this sheet is definitely not correct. So this person, I've changed their name a few times, but I think this might be the correct roster, at least the correct group of players. For Yodi Gang, Seagull, you got Pretty Prime in there, a name you'll all know. And these other guys, they lost to me at one point. But then I lost to this Warchi team on this actual week, so who's laughing now? Not me. I am laughing because I did beat them, so technically I'm better, and they didn't beat me, so they're not better than me. And then Penguins, Sager, Varus, Raiden, Asti, and this I believe is supposed to be Krakito and not another Raiden, because that's Raiden Smurf, I think. I think Krakito is the other guy on this team. He's the captain IGN, so I assume so. But yeah, 2 pretty solid teams. If I had to pick a team that I thought was the better one, I guess I'd pick this one. It's just got more players who are experienced. But these guys are pretty ranked gremlins. They slam ranked a lot. You see them in the queues, particularly La Revolution and Seagull. La Revolution under a few different names, and Prime's always queuing. But yeah, these are the 2 SOC teams that are going into it. I don't have much. I do not think the SOC teams will probably even make it out the first groups, but we'll see. Who knows? I've been wrong before. But yeah, is that it? Is that all I had to say on SCC? You see, there's a new god announced today. I did not expect there to be a new god. I don't know what it was about the current Smite, but I did not think a new god was just going to randomly appear. So I guess we'll see the announcement for that. Both EU and NA SCC will be played on the current patch. Nothing will be played on the new patch, so we won't see any new patch competitive until these playoffs in January. That is, I'll show that as well. That is January 4th to 7th. So the weekend before Worlds, it will be GSL format again. So that's the same, like two groups going into one group, going into qualification for Worlds, I assume. Top 4 teams qualify for the SWC main bracket. So it's just the top 2 out the groups then. How does this work? I don't know. This is impossible to parse for me. I hate these. I don't mind these GS. Where's my face gone? What the hell? Sorry? Wrong? Did my mic work there? Okay. Hopefully we're fine. Jesus. Oh, stop havering, Paul. All right, anyway. These teams go into the groups with the SPL teams, the remaining SPL teams, and play off against them for 4 remaining world spots. And then we're at Worlds. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to be there, be hanging out. Look forward to meeting people. Let me know if you're going and we can, I don't know, maybe last time I arranged a meet up in a bar. So maybe I'll do that again. We'll see how it goes. And then I'm going off to New York afterwards, which I'm super excited for. Then I'm going to Germany in the summer to watch Scotland scalp Germany, Switzerland, and Hungary. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful scenes. Anyway, that's enough of that. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll catch you on Thursday with these SCC games. EU will be done this weekend, NA next weekend. Maybe I'll do a video on NA. I've looked at some of the teams. There's some interesting stuff going on in there. But I don't know as much about it. That's not saying a lot, is it? If I don't know much about this. I certainly don't know much about NASCC. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you're having a great start to the week. And I will see you, maybe never, who knows. Bye.